began studying the law. His grandfather was a lawyer, his father was a judge, his brother was a justice. As an entrepreneur, he carried his distinct advantage into building a ACL where his grasp of law and his instinct for business combined both served him very faithfully for over half a century. This current campus of 220 acres is not just a representation of a brilliant engineering college, an SSL institution, and a young dynamic university in Shiv Nadar University, but it also represents a larger umbrella of the Shiv Nadar Foundation, of which now you all belong. Founded over 30 years ago, the Shiv Nadar Foundation has provided more than $1.5 billion in US currency since the foundation began, almost 30 years ago. We have supported several institutions and built all the institutions ground up. The Shiv Nadar SSL institutions, the Shiv Nadar University in NCR, Shiv Nadar University in Chennai, the Vidya schools, the Shiv Nadar Museum of Art. In fact, abutting these walls, another Vidya Institute, or a very institute that we're very proud of, has begun this year. And so in this very campus, just within this proximity, you will have very young kids to PhDs while graduating. The Vidya story is better known outside of India, and the reason I mention the Vidya story is so that you can have an appreciation of the width of what the Shiv Nadar Foundation does. It's sometimes better known outside of India because the alumni go on to study everywhere actually in the world. We've opened a third Vidya school in this campus. The first two are located in Uttar Pradesh, and one is just outside of Delhi and one is just outside of Lucknow. It's a challenging story of creativity, grit, and the power of education. Vidya takes the brightest students from the bottom of the economic pyramid in class 6, and they provide them a free residential education for 7 years. And it's a very competitive process where the brightest minds actually come through this process, and only about 200 students are admitted into the school. These students, with their hunger to learn and the desire to lead, go on to study in the best universities within India, but also across the world, and many of them are Ivy League universities, as well as some of the best British institutions. They will change lives for themselves. They will break shackles of poverty for their families and inspire thousands of others to follow their footsteps. Some years ago, I had this very memorable incident where the president of Johns Hopkins University had visited a Vidyagan, and the president happens to be a lawyer by training. So in classic Vidyagan confidence, a student stood up and asked him in a setting very similar to this in an audience, and he said, "I want to understand one thing, why does a medical school need a lawyer?" And to which he responded that in life, all lawyers need doctors and all doctors need lawyers. And I think that the dedication...
And I'm really happy to tell you that the founding batch of our commerce students, which is a 3 years program, they have just graduated in this 24, and they had undergone intensive in the industry, the 100% internship, and also they are placed in the industries. And I think that's definitely a part of a proud moment for the university. As we say that we keep advancing, we keep adding programs to our fold. Accordingly, from the academic year 24-25, we have started with this Shiv Nadar School of Law, and we have introduced an integrated BA LLB program, which is a 5 years duration. And the first batch of students are in, and we are here to celebrate this moment, to inaugurate the very Shiv Nadar School of Law. I welcome you once again on this momentous occasion, and I think it's a very proud moment for all of us to have you over here. So we really are thankful to you to be with us today on this occasion, and I'm sure that we are going to have your continued support for the years to come, so that we can make this school, the School of Law, as a quality education center to fulfill the dream of Mr. Nadar. Thank you very much.
The Shiv Nadar School of Law seeks to mold lawyers who are masters in first principles of law, and armed with them can boldly charter unknown waters of the future. Lastly, the unknown unknowns
we can't really say how AI will impact legal jobs in the future. And how do we ensure what we teach won't become obsolete a few years down the line? There is no educator who has not lost sleep over this. In our view, the best way to take the bull by the horns is by focusing on what experts agree is least amenable to invasion by AI, and these are skills. Skills are the very core of our mission at the Shiv Nadar School of Law. Skills we focus on fall in two classes. First are the skills imparted as a part of our BA program, and the second are the skills imparted as a part of the LLB component of our course. Our BA component has a liberal arts focus. It seeks to give a broad base of skills on which legal expertise can be built. While humanities and the social sciences are the mainstays of our liberal arts course, we supplement these with science, accounting, communication, and quant skills as well. This broad base of skills are transferable to a host of areas beyond the law as well. Moving on to skills imparted as part of our LLB course, the focus here is on transmitting tacit knowledge of the law. Tacit knowledge of the law goes way beyond our knowledge of the rules. It's a kind of aesthetic sense or know-how. Tacit knowledge plays a crucial role in any craft, including the law. It is that ineffable thing that is often called as thinking like a lawyer or horse sense.
Second is the sense of galaxy of legal luminaries. It's an important day. In our country we have numerous law colleges. But what's the problem that we are facing is that among the lakhs of lawyers today, which could approximately be 20 lakhs, you could hardly count on 2 lakhs of them who would contribute to the society. So what else is a lack of quality legal education? Both Shikhar and Professor Bhattacharya were saying about medical education and engineering. Yes, obviously there's a difference between a lawyer, engineer, doctor and chartered accountant. And I was telling the students who are here that you have chosen the correct profession for more than one reason. A lawyer is a social engineer, a social doctor and social chartered accountant. You deal with the society, and in comparison to any other profession. And for young students like you, coming years of exciting time, we are in a changing world, and this applies to the field of law. This is my observation. From a traditional and conservative legal field, we are moving to an area where it is controlled by real social issues in general and economy in particular. We have 19 cases. That is because of the reason that the legal community is one of the most conservative community ever. We will never do introspection. We missed the core principle that we exist for the society, and therefore we are here to serve the litigant. Concentration has been made on procedural law, ignoring the substantivity. Time has come for us to think deep. I am quite impressed by the vision with which the institution has been set up. When we have taken a tour of this beautiful building, places have been earmarked for not only discussion, but for interaction between student and the teacher, which is such a long subject of psychiatry, psychology, and the social issues. A student will have to understand the law from a sociological perspective. The changes begin. As a young student, you might think as to whether you have taken the right decision. I must assure you, you have indeed taken the right decision. Law henceforth will not only evolve but also change. For the reason, law is a combination of past, present and future, in which a student of law has a telling role to play. As a big flag off, I hope and trust that this college institute will concentrate on the movements of now and what is all the developments which are likely to happen in the near future. Constitutional law which undergoes change from time to time. We will be seeing major thrust in the field of economy, and therefore law touching upon the commercial litigation would flourish, pushing the other litigation to the background. Law surrounding technology would take pace, leaving the conventional ones far behind. When society changes, so also the nature of litigation. When law changes, litigation will also follow. And in the criminal field, you would have white-collar offences.